Welcome back to another episode of Nothing Outside, the realest show in the world with three strangers. I met Grace on the very first episode of season 1, and Grace met Thomas on like yesterday.
The very first episode of
season 2, which was filmed yesterday. You're seeing this like 2 weeks after that was released, but we stacked up on episodes the past 2 days.
It's the fourth one in 2 days.
It's the fourth one in 2 days. Last episode went by fast for me.
Yeah,
yesterday was kind of slow, but today was fast.
I mean, it was the first episodes of season 2. Like we're warming up.
Michael just didn't like listening to me talk.
I was so rusty, bro. Yesterday I was rusty, but I'm all good now. I'm all good. I think. You guys, I don't know how to transition to that.
Yeah, it's tough because we already reviewed what's happened like earlier today.
Yeah, but anyways, you got your phone out.
Yeah.
You texting anyone right now?
No, I don't text during the podcast, but I did have a thought. Speaking of texting, have you ever accidentally sent someone a text when you're talking about them?
Say that again, but like faster.
Have you ever sent a text to a person that you're talking about by accident?
Yeah, I have.
I have too.
I don't know what happened after the fact, but yeah, like you screenshot a thing and then you send it to them.
Oh,
that's why.
That just gives me like embarrassment thinking about the fact that it happened. Like it's actually painful to think about.
It's kind of comfortable to know that it seems like a universal experience that everyone does, like at least at some point. But it's so hard to get out of that. Like that's just humiliating.
How do you get out of it?
I remember I actually have 2 stories related to this, but like one time junior year, like I really liked this guy but he would like barely snap me. He didn't like me back. So he left me undelivered for like over a day, I guess.
It's probably showering.
Yeah.
Oh no, Thomas. Remember that story. Remember it. Keep going, Grace.
Okay, so then I was snapping my friend and I sent this whole thing. I was like, I can't believe he hasn't answered in a day. Like, it's really stressing me out. I just feel like he's not into me. Like, who doesn't go on Snapchat for a whole day? And that was just that he didn't like me. And then I accidentally sent it to him.
Oh, man.
Like, this whole, text to me. I didn't say his name in it, but, it's pretty obvious that it was about him.
Oh, no.
And then I sent a follow-up Snapchat. I was like, sorry, that was meant for someone else.
That's
so
oh, the go-to.
How do you even come back? I liked this guy so much. It was bad.
So I'm assuming nothing went anywhere with him.
Actually, a year and a half later, he was like, oh, I should have gone for you. Stuff like that. And I was like, where was this energy junior year when I was obsessed with you?
Yeah.
You know,
I got 2 stories now that I think about it. I sent a screenshot of a girl's Instagram profile to her by accident once,
on what platform?
On Snapchat, because
and that wasn't. I'm assuming that was when you couldn't delete it.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't delete stuff. This one girl asked me, she's like, "Oh, let me see this girl." So I literally sent a screenshot of her profile to her on accident. I typed in her name in the Snapchat bar to send it, and I mean, it was just
Dude,
the worst thing ever.
you can play that one off easily. You can be like, "Yo."
I think I was 16 maybe, and my brain was not processing. I was full on what the fuck is going on
yeah,
here?
You're just oh shit.
I don't even know what I said. I was like, my bad.
You could have been hey, is this your Instagram? I'm trying to follow you.
Yeah, you know her. I'm not saying any names today. Anyway, in 6th grade though, I got this girl's number and I was texting her and she texted me hey, I have gymnastics practice. I'll text you after. And then 8 years later, I saw her randomly somewhere. I was like, hey, how was gymnastics practice?
No way.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no, I dead ass did. I remember that text remember looking at my phone. I'm like, I will never hear from this girl again. In 6th grade, it might have been 7th grade.
Did she know what you were referring to?
I don't think she did. She's like, what? And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I remember it very clearly.
I want to look at my texts when I was in middle school.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
Honestly,
I don't think that. Dude, I look at posts I made a year ago, and I'm like, oh my god, that's cringy.
Archive for
that's
real.
That's good though.
I mean, it just shows that you've grown.
Yeah, it shows that you've grown.
Yeah.
If you aren't looking back at whatever you've done in the past and it's not cringy, then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do look back at some stuff. I'm like, I was.
Okay, yeah.
I was always a cool guy, but
yeah,
certain things.
I looked at back to the reselling stuff. I look back on my Instagram, man, we were living the life, bro.
You'll never know.
I see a picture of me with like 10 Yeezy boxes in my hands.
Oh
as
my gosh.
the good old Andy Bernard once said, I wish there was a day to know you're in the good old days
Dude.
before you leave them or something.
Isn't
like
Yeah.
that like a literal quote from like Macklemore?
that. Is it? No,
Yeah.
it was from The Office.
No.
But like I hope Macklemore didn't say that because that would just.
In Good Old Days by Macklemore.
I wish there
Something
was.
like that.
The good old days. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, please don't tell me that's true. That just like
No.
completely
Ruin
just-
the Andy
the
Bernard
phrase
quote.
is true.
No, the phrase is
The
true.
phrase is
I
true.
wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before. you
Or
leave them.
I wish that
I think that was in the song.
Oh,
Like
man.
I could be wrong,
That
but
hurts.
I don't want to be in the future. I don't want to be looking back at these days and say like those are the good old days. I want to be like these are still the good old days.
I like that too.
yeah. But I mean, wait, was that a quote or just
No,
like, your
that's just
thoughts?
my thought.
Like I
Okay.
saw a TikTok this morning and it was like these like little kids like playing basketball in their front yard and all the comments are like these guys don't even know like they're in the good old days right now. Like you know that you think about when you were a kid and like I would go home from school every day and go to the park and like play football with the kids from my neighborhood and stuff. Like I don't know, I do miss that. I get very nostalgic about my life sometimes.
Oh, me
Mhm.
too.
Like it's
yeah.
hard like feeling like I'm only 20 years old but I feel old. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think like we're always gonna look back at times in our past and like romanticize it. Like it's just natural
Yeah.
that you remember all the good stuff and you're like, oh, everything was so pure and perfect and I
Good
was so
fucking times,
happy.
man.
Like,
I always say
yeah.
that. Good fucking times,
Yeah.
man.
but like we're gonna probably like 5 years from now, we're gonna look back at this, you know.
Definitely.
Oh, I already am. This past month that I had, good fucking times. man. good fucking
Good
times.
times.
Good times.
I look back at my my COVID days. I think a lot of people really like despise COVID and like it's a real thing. Like people's mental health struggles and stuff. But like I don't know. I kind of like enjoyed being able to just like go into new parts of life and like explore new things. And like I picked up golf, obviously. Like I did a lot of new stuff in COVID that I would have never had the opportunity to do by itself. I started going to the
It
gym
birthed
and
some
everything.
stuff.
Like
Isn't that like a law? Like with every negative thing that
for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
that
Some Newton type beat.
yeah
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
I have that right. I have that pulled up. Newton's law.
Yeah.
Wait, it says Newton's. Oh, there's different.
There's three laws.
There's three.
There's
In the first law, an object will not change its motion unless a force
acted
acts
upon
on it.
by an
That's-
outside force. Yeah.
In the second law, the force of an object is equal to its mass times its acceleration. That's what's it called? Momentum. In the third, I think, yeah.
Yep.
The third law, when two objects interact, they apply forces to each other of equal magnitude and opposite direction. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know that these like laws and stuff were so applicable to life. Because I was talking to Zach from Yes Theory and Eric, and he was like just spitting all these laws, like Newton's law and the number law. Like if a group is like too big, then it loses its effectiveness, something like that. There's like a bunch of them, and they're all very applicable and all in my life notes.
Nice. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
the for every action there's a new. I like to think actually that reminds me of something. Do you think that there's like a parallel universe where like your opposite reaction is happening like
Oh, we talked about this like a few
Yeah,
episodes
we
ago.
Did
like,
you?
Yeah.
We talked about how there's like I
There
think
can be
isn't
different-
this explained in like the Marvel universe? I don't know. I'm gonna explain it to you. There's like for every outcome of anything that could possibly happen, there's a universe where that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the opposite of like whatever you did, right?
Like just any possible outcomes and like all the like possible patterns of life, there's a universe of that.
Mind blowing stuff.
Cause like right now we're just a collection of atoms and stuff, and it eventually has to repeat.
So then there's
The pattern eventually has to repeat.
There's infinite universes then
Yeah.
with that.
I would say so. It's like that episode of Family Guy. They just keep going back and forth with all the different universes. But, like,
What about like? Do you think there's like other versions of you in parallel universes? If you believe in parallel
Yeah, for
universes?
sure.
I mean, I think there would have to be, right?
There'd
Like,
have to be,
logically.
yeah. Because
So,
like-
atoms can only repeat so many so many times. There's only so many
But how do you know
patterns.
like other parallel universes have like atoms and shit? Could just be like computer digits.
Okay, but it'll eventually repeat
Could be
itself,
computer
right?
digits right now.
What'll
Yeah.
come?
Are we in a simulation?
Are we? Think about it a lot.
We're in a simulation right now. What if Logan Paul really knocked out Floyd Mayweather and he broke the simulation?
Why
That
does
would-
everything come back to Logan Paul?
Because-
Like, I swear,
Yo.
everything always comes. You're just like obsessed with them.
Because he said it at his press conference. He was like, I'm going to break the simulation.
Dude,
Okay, Michael, I think you have a man crush on Logan Paul. Like,
he's like
actually
the only
do.
guy I watch on YouTube, so that's.
I have a
that's
man
probably
crush on
Yeah.
Stevewilldoit. Like that's my like I love Stevewilldoit because my hero.
Yeah.
full send.
Full send.
Full
I
send.
mean, I'm big embodiment of full send. It takes one you won't for me to do anything.
Oh,
like
I
a do
love
what you
that.
won't.
You won't. Oh,
yeah,
I
we
will.
were talking about that.
Yeah,
that
we were
one time.
talking about that.
Yeah, Michael threatened to fire me, and I was like, "Do it, you won't." And he was like, "Don't."
I was like, bro, don't fucking test me. I don't
He's
want
like,
to do
"I
this
will,
to you,
I
Grace.
will. I'm like, "You won't."
And you, from the
You won't
information
eat
I've
that water
gathered,
bottle.
I won't eat the water bottle. From the information I've gathered, you did not fire Grace.
Because she didn't want to try it.
Try what?
You didn't want to try like test me. Because I told you I would.
I said it takes one you won't.
Yeah.
One.
Oh,
A
yeah, okay,
singular
I'm
you
not,
won't.
I'm not as intense as that.
Ready? Wait. Full send.
Hey,
Right there. On the
There
key.
you
Full
go, on
send.
the keychain.
they are really full send, bro.
I mean, they're crazy. They just released their own seltzer yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, in a beer can. No
I've
more,
only watched like one of their videos.
no more skinny can bullshit. I think that's
So
the
do you-
tagline.
Are they? What's their main platform? YouTube.
YouTube. I think they have like 7 million subscribers. They might be. They
That's a
said their
lot.
goal this year is 10 million. So it
Get
wouldn't
the
surprise me
diamond
if they
play
hit
button.
it.
That's
It's like
nice.
25, 30-minute videos every Monday.
Dang, that's
But they make
long.
no money on YouTube. Like they get demonetized because of like
Oh yeah, so they don't even get.
they
their
release a lot of
AdSense,
merch.
bro.
Yeah, they release a lot of like merch and stuff. They do a merch drop every month. It's like Supreme, but they only do it once a month, and they sell out like.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, imagine how much money with especially 25-minute videos.
And this guy Steve
the watch time is so
gives
high.
out like a Tesla every single video. Like he just
Where do they live?
I think they just moved to Newport Beach in California. Like they were in Hollywood, and then they said they were gonna move to Miami, but they never did. But this
Imagine
guy
if they
Steve
did.
has bought like every single person that works in Nelk, like even like the editors, like the assistants and stuff, like cars, like $60,000 cars. He's giving away a Lamborghini. Like I don't understand where he gets all this money from, but like they go hard.
Sponsors,
They
maybe?
are going hard.
Brand
No, he
deals?
says he does it with no sponsors.
Bro,
Literally none.
what?
Yeah, they have no video sponsors.
Dang.
Guy's crazy. Yeah. They got a Happy Dad Lamborghini.
Have you met any of them?
I have not. I want to though. They were in Miami when I was in Miami, and my friend Lewis. This is a weird story too. My friend Lewis, his dad owns the only construction company in Brazil. So like they have a monopoly on construction in Brazil. So like this guy is like the richest human being I've ever met in my life. Like penthouse, lives on like a yacht now. Like, and they Nelk rented out the VIP section at this club called Live, which is like, or it might have been Story. But like Live and Story are the two biggest clubs in Miami.
Oh yeah, everyone was at Live when I was down
This
there.
guy Lewis had the VIP section like above Nelk, like just bought out like the more expensive VIP section by himself.
Is
he
that
sent
the
me-
place with like they always have like I see on their Instagram stories? There's like a sign, like a
Yeah.
letterboard.
We had one. My fraternity rented out one of the clubs down there for our Halloween party, and we had them bring it.
Yo,
It
that's
came out on
tough.
like a car with like sprinklers and stuff. It was pretty
Yo,
cool.
what the heck?
Yeah,
That's cool.
And then they were in Tallahassee at Florida State, which by the way I went to Florida State for Halloween, and that is the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like it's absolutely.
What's a
ridiculous.
bigger school? University of Miami or FIU?
Miami's bigger. Well, FIU's like by population, like by students, it's like the third biggest school in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
But like UM is like the more.
Yo, I didn't know
well-known one.
FSU was huge.
Dude, Florida State's the biggest party school in the U.S.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't
but
know
it's
that.
huge, and their campus is so nice. Like
It's
I
like-
love Tallahassee.
Yeah, my friend, he lives right
But
next to it.
my buddy James, like my roommate from my freshman year, transferred to FSU, and like he met Nelk at FSU, but I haven't.
If you
yet.
meet Steve, we'll do it right now. What are you saying? Well, if he's watching right now.
I don't know. I think I might be like in awe. Like I don't know. I really don't know what to say.
Wait, you do what?
I don't know. I'd be like, I actually don't know what I would do.
He's
like,
walking by. He's walking right now.
I guess Steve's
Where
right
is he?
there, like-
Yeah, he's walking.
Steve. I don't know. Like,
All right, he's
I
like- he's
actually have
looking at
no
you.
idea.
He's
Steve,
looking at you right
Steve,
now.
put me on a video. Let's go drink a case of White Claws each, and I'll finish it before you.
Oh,
Oh,
you challenged
okay.
him?
I
You
will
think-
challenge Steve.
You
will
think
do it.
you can actually finish?
I
it
mean, I've
before
seen
him?
Steve will do it like chug a 2-liter bottle of vodka in one pull. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I
A
could.
tank.
Yo, he's the definition of tank. Like this guy is the craziest human being on the. I love him. He's awesome.
What a guy,
He really is. I love
dude!
Steve.
What a guy.
We'll talk about Steve every episode too. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Steve and me and
I'll
World
talk about
Syndrome.
I'll talk about Logan. You'll
I'll
talk about Steve. You'll talk about Emma. You like Emma? Is that your favorite YouTuber?
It depends. Like it ebbs
Right
and
now.
flows. Right now I like Margot Lee.
Who's that?
Never heard of her.
She lives in New York City. Like, I don't watch like the huge YouTubers like you guys do, like Logan Paul, Mr.
I mean,
Beast,
Emma
stuff like that.
Chamberlain's pretty huge.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, that's
like,
what you meant by
really
Emma?
huge.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Emma
right.
Chamberlain's
Emma
pretty
Chamberlain.
pretty big.
Yeah,
Chamberlain's.
How many
no,
subscribers does she have?
I think it's like 10.
Probably
10
like
million?
50, bro.
No, I think it was like 10.
Okay, it's 10.2.
Yeah.
But she capitalizes. She has her own coffee brand.
No, she's so cool and she's so down to earth too.
How
For
old is
someone,
she?
20. She just turned 20.
Holy,
June.
the view she gets on her, like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, like for someone who's so young and so successful.
20?
Yeah, she just
She's
turned 20.
my age?
Yes.
Does that make you
She
feel bad?
just turned 20.
Dude, you know, I had such a feel bad moment because, like, I have this friend that's, like, very successful, like on that level. And then I was just sitting, and she's young. Yeah, she's like my age, and I was like, bro, I was sitting in bed one day, and it was like when driver's license came out. I was like, damn, I suck, bro.
No,
I was
you
like-
can't
I was
compare
like,
yourself.
I was like, I suck, man. I was like, just crying. I was like, dude,
Ah, man.
what am I doing?
I
with
wonder
my
what,
life?
like who the simulation picks to like become famous. It's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get lucky.
Not
My
yet.
odds.
Not
yeah,
yet.
you know, right?
Not yet.
if
maybe
you could,
You could.
if you guys could choose to be famous, like, would you?
I care more about
Well, it's-
money than fame.
Well, it's
with fame comes money.
Yeah, but like I've a lot of people always ask like, would you rather be rich, like,
actually,
or
no.
famous?
Actually,
Like I don't
not
know.
really, not really.
I don't care if people. I mean, like I want people to know like who I am, but like I don't want people to like be obsessed with me and like follow me around and shit. Like
No, it'll
I mean, but
Fuck
yeah,
that.
like it's hand in hand.
no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, no. Okay, there's like this is the only way I know how to relate it, but with YouTube channels, there's channels that are like super small, like 100K or like 10K that are making like $1 million a year. And then there's like YouTubers with like 1 million subscribers that are making like hundreds of $1,000s a year. What are you picking?
No, I'm picking more.
The
I pick
money?
money over anything.
I don't know what I think
MOE.
I'd pick, because the thing I want in life goes hand in hand with fame. It's not like I want fame because like it's whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool, but like it just comes with fame.
You want to make a
like
difference.
I want to
you're
reach
saying?
people. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to be a professional poker player.
Okay, so that's like two pretty clear differences.
I like
Yeah.
being a professional
How about
poker
you?
player.
Yeah, what?
People will know your name, but like you make hella money.
I feel like I'd rather have the money because the thing is like with the fame, like then you start to lose privacy, and like I'm not trying to have people like show up.
So you're
on
not
my
trying. You
lawn,
guys
you
are
know?
not trying to be in like the textbooks and shit.
Well,
Imagine I started like a historical revolution right now.
Because like money, I guess it brings what am I saying? Generational wealth, but like with fame, it brings down. Like people will know you even after you die. But
Yeah.
if I die with a lot of money,
And then
it
the
doesn't.
world will end and nobody will ever know that anybody existed because we'll all collapse into one big black hole.
Dude, the black hole's gonna open up.
Oh man. I mean it will. Like I watched a video called like another video I watched.
I used to be so scared whenever I saw a new YouTube video saying the world's gonna
like
end on
what
a
will
certain
happen
date.
to the world, right?
Yeah.
And it's like
It stressed me out.
like we'll go through another
Like 2012, bro. I was so I learned about it in like 2008, and I promise you, I prayed every night. Part of my praying ritual was, please don't let the world end in 2012.
no, it's ridiculous. I feel like once a year, maybe like once every 2 years, like you start hearing that stuff like, oh, the world's gonna end on Thursday.
Oh
And
gosh,
I'm like-
it stresses me out.
I'm like, it doesn't stress me
Oh,
out.
not
because
anymore,
they
but as a
always
kid-
say it.
As
No,
a
me
kid,
too.
it stressed me out.
Me too. I was like, oh my gosh, like, are we all about to die right now?
You guys watched the movie 2012?
No.
No.
I have
What is
not
that?
actually.
It's
About the end of the world.
About the end of the world.
They really soaked 2012 out of all dates, like the end of the Mayan calendar. That's why I believed it. Even Xbox Live, like I remember, like on the Xbox Live, the homepage is like, the end of the world's coming, December 20th, 2012. Make sure you buy all the games you can.
Oh
I
my
always,
gosh.
I have always actually been like, I refuse to believe stuff like that because I like to consider myself like a realist. Like, I accept and understand things for like what they really are. And if that happened, like if I woke up on what was it, December 12th, 2012, and like the world was just ending, like I would be like, wow, like this sucks. But I didn't want to. I didn't like believe it. I go, it didn't scare me or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
just like, oh, this sucks.
Because
Yeah,
I feel
like,
like people
damn.
always say that, and they've never been right. Like we're still going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I don't fear death.
Unless it already ended.
I mean, valid. Could possibly be true.
All right, we're living in a simulation.
We are. I mean, I am positive about
You
that.
think
Really?
we are?
Dude, too much crazy shit happened. Have you seen?
Especially last year.
You want to know what proved to me the simulation? And it was a basketball video.
Dude,
all 5 of the guys
all 5 of the
at the
guys.
exact same time.
Wait. Explain
Have
it.
you seen
Explain
this
it.
video?
Explain it.
I don't know.
Okay,
Explain it.
context.
There's these 5 guys, and they're all like, they're 5 guys. I think it was the Phoenix Suns, and they're running down the court, right? And so the other teammate like turns the ball over. All 5 of them at the exact same time turn, pivot, and start running down the court like in perfect sync.
Wait, I feel like I have seen that.
It's
like, on
actually like
Instagram.
there's no way that shit happened. I saw something yesterday. Do you guys know what roulette is? Like yeah. So roulette has 37. If you play European roulette, it's 37 numbers, and if you play American roulette, it's 38. These guys were at a casino playing European roulette, and it hit red 14 10 times in a row. The odds of that happening, I looked it up, were 1 in like I think it was 37 followed by like 48 zeros. It was like quintillion or something like that. Like to hit it 1 in 37 chance 10 times in a row. I mean, you really think that bullshit
Dude.
happens in a non-simulation?
I can't find the clip. I think whoever's running the simulation deleted it from our world. I
Dude,
can't find it.
The roulette thing blew my mind more because the statistical probability of it happening is actually impossible.
I've always wanted to get like rolled 10 dice, 10 dice, and then have them all land on the same number.
one
or
in,
like
1 in
more.
6 times 10 or whatever it is. I don't know.
Or like just a handful, just go, and they're all
And they're all in
one.
on like 1.
That'd be so.
That would blow my mind. I think I would just like go sit in my room and like contemplate existence.
Maybe I'll do it one day for a video.
If he rolled
wonder-
10.
If
How
you rolled
long-
10
okay,
dice and
is
they
10 like impressive? Is that
yeah, no,
impressive?
that's really impressive.
What's the odds in that? What's the math? Is it like one time? I don't even know.
Let's see. Let's find out.
I'll do it. I'll like spend like 24 hours doing it. After
I
that, I
feel
can't
like-
go any longer.
Yeah.
I think I'll. That's a cool bucket list item.
Calculator app.
I feel like I feel like even if you do that, it won't happen.
Your odds are 0.00000000165.
You guys don't think I can do it?
No.
Oh, that's perfect setup for my video. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
10 dice to all in on the same number.
I will land 10 dice on the same number, and I'm gonna double down. It's gonna be number 2. Nah, fuck that.
We'll think of
Yo, that'd be
we'll think of like I will do something. If you can somehow make that happen, I'll do like a
All right.
challenge or something.
Okay.
You'll eat that water bottle?
Are you good
I'll
with
go-
spicy foods?
Yeah, I'm good with spicy foods.
Okay, so what if I get you like a 1 chip or something?
I will eat like an actual just plain ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, whatever the hottest pepper on earth is.
If I roll 10 dice,
If you roll 10 dice and they all land on the same number, not only will I eat like the entire hot pepper by itself, but like Michael, I don't know. I will take I can't think of something to like
Just like eat the hot pepper and then eat the water bottle as a
I can't,
eat the
I
water
can't
bottle.
describe to you. Actually, here's another deal. I will. This will be a good one. If you can roll 10 dice and you get more than 5 of them to land on the same number, I'll shotgun like 1 White Claw for each number. That's the exact same, like in a row.
All right, cool.
So wait, but wouldn't that just be 10?
No. Like if he gets like
says-
if he gets like 6,
Yeah.
if he gets like 6, then I'll shotgun 6 because
Okay.
that's how like impossible it is for it to happen.
So you really don't think I can do it?
I think it's impossible.
All right, perfect.
Statistically,
That's
I mean,
perfect.
statistically, it's impossible.
All right, fuck the statistics.
Yeah.
Simulation, you never know.
I'm kind of with Thomas on this one.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
We're definitely just Sims.
Sims.
Yeah, like the computer game Sims.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
I
we
love
are.
played that game.
That's such a good game.
It seems fun.
The
though.
only difference is we speak a coherent language.
What do they say? They're just like
Gorgle
"Huh?"
bop zip
All
zop.
right.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
like what
God,
they
do you play it?
My mom, dude, oh my God, my mom has it on her computer and she never turns the sound off. Like I swear to God, I'll walk downstairs at 2 a.m. to get like a water bottle. And like she'll be asleep. Like she's not up at like 2 a.m. playing the Sims. But like you'll hear the fucking Sims music and it like drives me insane.
No, but it's good though.
I have
It's
nightmares
kinda
of
good.
that shit. Oh,
Do you think we're in a simulation, Grace?
Like it depends like what you mean like by simulation. Like
are we real?
No, like are we
Like-
being controlled by a higher power? Like we don't have free will. That's
I've never believed that we have
Mm.
free will.
you don't think so?
No chance.
like so. What you're
you don't make your own decisions.
You don't make. I just did that.
Yeah, but like,
Like, what
how do
you
you
mean by
know?
that?
How do you know? How do you know?
You mean like so destiny has everything laid out?
I said, so
like
my
I want to drink this water.
my
right
major
now, so I'm
life
going
philosophy.
to drink this water.
This is a great segue. My major life philosophy has always been, from the moment you are born, you have a path that you are on, and you can't change it. So despite
That
anything you may
sucks.
try to do, whatever you do in your life, you're still going to end up at the same outcome.
I mean, I've thought about that too.
Wait,
because
wait,
if you
Are you
think
talking about
it,
point B is or the whole path is laid out?
The whole path, despite what you believe, every single action that happens, like point A is birth and point B is like death, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot change anything that happens in between.
So if I just
everything's predetermined.
yes,
Yeah.
I just like jumped out the window right now.
yeah,
But
that was
that could be like
that was
that
like
was
your point B.
predetermined.
Maybe that's your point B.
No, I've heard this
No,
before. That does not make sense.
Why does it not make sense? I think it makes more
Because
sense than anything.
I can decide whether to do it or not.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you're
that
not
is-
deciding it.
Yeah,
Bro,
that-
I am though.
No,
but
like,
you're not.
That is in your destiny to all of a sudden you make that decision.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be crazy. Like I'm gonna move to Nebraska, right? Like and
Nebraska.
it's random, but you're like, I'm creating my own destiny. Like I'm going off the
No, you
path.
didn't.
Like
That was
no,
for
that
you.
was the path.
That was the path.
So you believe that too? I
no,
don't
like
believe
it
that.
makes sense.
It makes sense. Thank you, Grace.
Because that's sad.
It is, right? But it's like,
So does that discredit your hard work, or are you just saying that if you're gonna be successful, you're gonna be a hard worker already?
that's why like these people that have like billions of dollars, like you think Jeff Bezos like built that shit? Like you don't think that was just the simulation being like, yeah, this guy's just gonna be the richest person on earth? Come on.
I feel like I'm more like in between you guys. Like I like certain elements of what you're saying. Like I think the actions that you do like are like individualized and like do have an effect on your life. But I also think like your future is your future. If that makes sense.
Individualized
believe that.
actions also like don't make sense to me because the human experience is so like connected. Like how we were talking about, like, have you ever accidentally sent a text to the wrong, like the person you're talking about? Like everybody's done that, right? Like there's nothing that you've ever done that nobody else has done. Like
And you mean like we've never had an original thought?
you've never had an original thought. You've never
We've
had
said that before.
You've never had.
Yeah, you've never had. That's true.
You've never had an
Kind of.
original action. Like
But you'll never be able to prove that.
No, original
The
thoughts.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I mean,
can. How many people have lived? 10, 20 billion?
But you'll also never know.
I mean, you'll never know.
I've actually did this as a kid. I'm like, am I the first person to do this? And then
I
I'd say some
remember
like
thinking
weird
that.
shit. I'd just be like, bleep, bleep. I was like, whoa, I'm the first person to do
My
that.
my philosophical thought from the last episode about like post death like being whatever you believed it. Like I thought that was an individualistic thought. Like I felt good about myself. Felt like Aristotle for a second, like just thinking shit up, and then went on Google and just fucked my.
Yeah,
fucked my
but how
brain.
about new things that are created with like technology and new ideas?
But like
Like you may have had a thought that's like similar to a past thought, but it's being added on to a new creation or idea. So how would someone from the past have that idea?
Like an invention.
I don't know. Now I'm lost.
But also, when we were talking about the exponential growth of technology one episode, like what else is there to do besides like of course the things you see on the movies? Like we got to get through that, like holograms and shit, flying cars and stuff.
yeah, so then it wouldn't be an original thought if people
Okay,
created
but
it.
like since technology is so exponential and we're still at like the beginning of it, kind of, we are at the beginning of the curve. What else is there gonna be like up there? Like on the exponential growth
I
of
don't know.
technology.
That's a good question. Maybe it's actually a logarithmic growth where it looks exponential and then just flattens out and nothing else comes out of it. Like the COVID chart. I was looking at the COVID chart again the other day because during COVID I would always look at worldometers and like look at how it grows and stuff, and it really is just a completely logarithm. It's so weird how math like actually is in real life too.
It is.
People are like, you can't use
unfortunately.
math. It's so weird. Like this graph,
Unfortunately,
the
it
graph
is.
goes and then just flat. Logarithmic. I hate it. I hate math, but
Are you good at math? You're decent.
I'm
right?
okay at math. I'm really, really good at statistics. I'm not good at like
Yeah.
calculus and stuff.
Yeah, it's always one or the other, calculus or statistics.
Yeah. Fuck
I'm
me
just
for choosing
not-
a
I'm just
calculus
neither.
major.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
do
what
it either.
I'm like, I don't know that I'm really good at
I
either
can't
one.
do
Like
to
this,
be
like
honest.
baseball has this stuff called like sabermetrics where they take in like all these really weird stats and like create like there's this thing called ERA plus. I don't know if anybody's gonna understand what I'm talking about, but like it factors in like what ballpark they're playing at. It factors in like the batters they're facing in their statistics and stuff, and like determines how good of a pitcher you are.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Or like, I wonder if someone probably has like crafted the perfect basketball shot.
Oh yeah, because it's straight like angles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone made like a TikTok of that. It's like, I made the most perfect thing doing like all the math, and
They
then
created-
he shoots it and he misses
So
it.
I'm gonna look something up real quick because I saw this thing, and it's a golf thing. Your odds of hitting a hole in one are
Mr. Beast paid $1 million to someone that hit a hole in one, but he was like 4 feet away.
1 in 12,500 to 1. So for every golf shot, you have a 1 in 12.5 thousand chance, which is really bad. Like, it's probably not gonna happen. Most people go their entire life without hitting a hole in one. They made a robot and they took it to TPC Scottsdale, which is one of the bigger golf tournaments of the year. And this robot can just hit a hole in one every time.
Every time?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I made a robot that hits a perfect golf. I think the hole has to be in a certain place, because like, you know, they can change where the hole is.
How about like weather and stuff?
I think it was just on like this one hole,
Okay.
but like, just
yeah, like
turn the
one
robot
on
on.
one, like
yeah,
yeah,
and they
one
just
hole.
turn the robot on and it just hits a hole in one.
I mean,
That's
it kind
crazy.
of makes sense though if you just like calculate how hard it needs to be.
Yeah,
hit,
like-
the
Yeah, but like,
distance
doesn't it
and-
have to factor in like weather and wind?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would probably be dependent on when, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like the craziest thing ever. He hits a hole in one. The robot hits a
Are
hole in one.
robots taking over?
Oh yeah, for sure. iRobot.
She doesn't believe so. She doesn't think that robots will one day be stronger
Dude, you know
and
what
smarter
the
than us.
scariest shit on earth is? Like, you want to talk about the scariest thing ever? Watson,
What is that?
What is
the IBM computer, the IBM supercomputer. Dude, that thing is like, it's like in a room. Like, they have a whole entire room and they have this big CPU built, and it's like he went on Jeopardy and like got every single question right. It's a computer. Like, it's like a cognitive computer. IBM's Watson. You haven't seen commercials for it?
Mm-mm.
It's actually
Does
scary.
it look like a human?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. It's not like a.
Oh, it's just like a big.
It's just like it's like the smartest computer on earth. Everything runs through Watson.
I'm scared.
I don't know. I think it's impossible to think that like if AI is that smart where they can understand like everything on earth in a
Do you-
matter of seconds, there's no way that it
Do you
wouldn't be
think
able
we'll
to
be
develop
integrated
cognitive
with
thought.
technology in our lifetime?
Like,
Like, will we have chips in our brains soon?
I
Probably, right?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but
I
if
feel like we
you
will.
think like people are gonna start
Like by the
implanting
time we're like
chips?
old,
if you
by
give
the
me
time we're old, like
so-
our babies are gonna have like a Google Glass in our
yeah, so to
fucking
me the
eyes.
difference, so like there's two different like ways you can look at a microchip. Like, you could be like a QAnon conspiracy theorist and think that there's a microchip in the vaccine that they're using to like track you and bullshit like that. Like, please, like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, but then there's like microchips where like if you gave me an opportunity to get like a little tiny, Elon Musk is working on a microchip that you could get in your brain and it's like Bluetooth and you can like use it to communicate with people just through your head. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, that's some Black Mirror stuff.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't
wait.
feel comfortable with that. I think
I would
like
do it.
I feel like the inside of my head is like the only
Let's-
place
Yeah,
like
dude,
where you're
that'd
private.
be so bad.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm
you
not-
could like turn it on and off and shit. Elon Musk,
Hackers, bro.
I would never. Yeah.
Have you seen the first episode of Black
Neuralink.
Mirror?
Elon Musk says
Neuralink, yeah.
Elon Musk claims his Neuralink chip will allow you to stream music directly to your brain.
That's kind of cool. It's like background music in real life.
Elon
Yeah.
Musk.
You'll be living a movie, bro.
I would rather keep it inside of my head. Like
This guy's
Untouched.
crazy.
It also sucks though because like then, like you already see it with like AirPods. You can't tell when people are using those things. Like when I'm like on AirPods and then you like talk, you're like what?
We would
Oh,
have to
I'm on
get
the
rid of
phone.
school. We would have
I'm
to
on
get
the
rid of
phone.
school. You think any kid is going to be with like Neuralink in their brain paying attention to what a teacher says?
know, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because girls can like, or people with long hair, they just put AirPods in, cover.
I did that at my old job. my first one, not my one at Lifetime. I did that at Harmon once. Well,
Fire
multiple
her.
times.
Dude, Elon Musk proves the simulation. Elon Musk says we're living in a simulation.
Oh, he believes.
And he's the creator of it. Well, he doesn't say he's the creator of it, but I think he is.
You think he is?
And that guy is the definition of like just, I don't know. I would just use strange.
I need to watch his Joe Rogan episode. Have you watched it?
You think like some random poor kid from South Africa like grew up to be the second richest guy in the world behind Jeff Bezos? Come on, Michael.
The grind.
It's not real. None of it's real.
Boom. But you know, the creators of the simulation. If they find you, got to be careful, Thomas, because like, let's say you were the creator.
Maybe
of
I'm
the simulation.
Neo.
Be careful, because what if you like pretend you're the creator of the simulation.
Okay.
If you see someone like you're looking at,
You
like,
see me becoming
yeah.
hyper aware of like the
yeah,
simulation.
if you see like one of those guys that are being hyper aware of the situation that they're in, they can just remove you.
I don't
bro.
fear death.
They
I don't
just
fear
they just do
anything.
control
Wait.
command alt delete, bro.
So
Control
you're
alt
saying
delete.
like, you know, Thomas might get hit by a car? Or like-
Oh, I didn't. You said that. I didn't say that. I'm not responsible
like
for anything. But
That's not what I'm
saying. But
saying.
all I'm saying is like, you gotta be careful.
All
It
I'm
reminds
saying
me of
is
like
maybe
governments like North Korea and stuff like that, where like if you say like the wrong thing, like you'll just
Yeah,
disappear.
but
like an accident will happen.
you know, sometimes though, like I kind of flip flop on this. Like I find it hard to believe that like there's not some stuff. Like, dude, you really think right now like there's just people living in like the rural mountains of China and that have like no understanding of, you know, like the fact that there's a world outside their village?
Yes, I'm sure there is.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but like it's just so hard for my brain to
Oh yeah, we
comprehend
did
that.
talk about this too. How there's people that just don't know
Yeah.
the whole world.
And then
around
I
them.
see stuff like I mean, it sounds like such an asshole thing to say, but like if the simulation were real, like why would they like make people like disabled and stuff and like ruin people's lives like that? Like I don't know. I think that there probably is like individualistic shit. I don't know. Maybe not.
So you're going back on
No
your
one knows, bro.
simulation?
Yeah, I
we
am.
don't know anything.
I go
always
back and
say
forth
this.
on it.
We don't know shit.
Because I think a lot. Because I really do
Yeah.
think about it a lot. Like sometimes it feels like, you know, maybe this, maybe that. I'm not becoming too entrenched in the simulation theory.
we don't know anything.
Maybe I'm just saving
It's
myself.
all it's interesting to talk about, but like in the end, we'll
Never
like,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people are gonna comment like, "You guys are dumb, bro. We're just talking about it, bro."
If anybody thinks I'm
We're
dumb, I'll
literally-
tell them to come in here and have a conversation with me, and I'll walk them out of this room in any topic they choose to debate me about.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're just talking. We're just people.
Just-
All right, that's been that was a crazy episode.
Yeah.
That's been another episode of Nothing Outside. The realest show in the world. 3 strangers. See you guys next time. I'll see you guys in like a while. I don't know. Wait, how long is that? Let's see. It's June 15th. I'll be back on. Why is this calendar so hard to read? What year is it? 2021. Yeah, in like in 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in exactly 2 weeks.
no.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.